What's up, guys? This is You1B Universe, and this is going to be episode 18 of Steven Universe Season 3. From the last episode, my god, we got to see Jasper again, and this time it wasn't for a long period of time, and she looks like she's going to be doing something malicious, and my theory is she's finding corrupted gems, taking their gems, and trying to make her own gem monstrosity that's not as big as the cluster, but something good enough to fight off the gems, because she seemed very proud of herself, and she still refers to Steven as Rose. Jasper. When will you ever not be a very lovable villain and will never not be a cause for people to want to see redeemed? Even though it would be pretty cool. I like to see her, like, laugh literally for the sake because something was funny and wants to be part of a group, and not laugh maliciously because she is getting closer and closer to an end goal that does not bode well for the heroes of our story. So, let's just get started. Google Drive, head off the link in the description, and come back if you want to hear an end review. Goodbye. 3, 2, 1 now. Alright, okay. First statement I will say, if Jasper is redeemed, I won't like her. Okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm gonna be Applejack straight up brutally honest with you guys. I don't care what you do. It's kind of like Toby and Obito from Naruto. If you ever watch Naruto, then you know what I'm talking about. But for people who have known Naruto, first of all, spoilers. Second, Obito did so much stuff, killed a whole bunch of people. I don't care for his redemption. He is unredeemable. The people in my story, who was reading my story on my DeviantArt, have found a character who is irredeemable. And that is a certain character who is a lord of something. So that is what I'm telling you right now. They are unredeemable characters, and we don't hate them. We love to hate them. There's a difference between hating someone and just not enjoying them at all, and hating them because they're good at what they do. Jasper single-handedly ruined all of my hope for her. In this one scene! One scene! You think headbutting Steven is something? You think poofing freaking Garnet is something? No! She was merciless. She was constantly destroying Amethyst's hope within herself by just telling her truth to her. Because what she says is not false. It's true to her design and to her race as a gem. Quartz are quartz. These and that. Amethyst is a quartz. She can think differently, which is what Rose taught her, but to her what she is a fighter. She is supposed to be this, she's supposed to be that, but she's not. And compared to Jasper, who is that, she knew how to hit her. She knew where it hurt. And then she pooped her. And now she has a new design, but she didn't take too much time to reform herself, which see, that was one thing in the comment section. This is one thing that people need to, like, okay, it was a good theory, but people said and wanted, like, with Bismuth, they were wondering, why does Amethyst have a white shirt on? I wrote it off as nothing, because I'm like, okay, she can wear a white shirt if she wanted to. Who knows? Who cares? But looks like she was poop, and now her white shirt is not her thing. But would you have thought that it was Jasper who came out of nowhere with with two beasts and poofed her like that? I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that. I know people are probably going to really hate me for just constantly wanting to stop believing in Jasper, even though my favorite character in Undertale is Papyrus, and the main thing that he does, even when he's being killed, is still believing in the people who seem to not be redeemable. But hey, just because I like Papyrus doesn't mean I stand for everything that he thinks about. When you are Frisk and you meet Kara, it's over. His belief in you failed. So it doesn't mean just because not believing in someone is the wrong thing to do. It's just something that is there. Okay? Nothing is set in stone. And if Jasper is redeemed, I'll say this again, if Jasper is redeemed, cool! I will enjoy her. But right now, she is destroying all my hope for her. Alright? You can't blame me for that. She's showing too much evidence of her not being a character that I can see being redeemed. Or at least, if she is redeemed, I'm gonna enjoy seeing. Because it just go back to all the moments that she did horrible stuff. I don't like that. The horrible stuff had to be justified in a way that made them want to do it for a specific purpose that makes you relate to them. I don't relate to Jasper. I don't want to fight because that's what I do. I want to fight because it's defending myself, not picking fights. But hey, that's one man's opinion out of millions of the fan base. So please, destroy me if you like. But that's just how I think. As for Amethyst, now she's going off in one of her we've already known how Amethyst works and how her mind is and how stuff like this can get to her. What's gonna happen next could only be summed up to what I remember from the other times this has happened. When the truth bomb hits, something of Homeworld gets to her, she will, like, go off into, like, a little, like, her own state of mind, you could say. She'll take this, blow this way out of proportion, to the point where she's gonna go too far in some aspect between certain characters, and then, hopefully, she can then be turned around by another character, most likely Steven, hopefully. And and she just takes this, and nothing happens from this, I'll be impressed! But I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen from this. Oh, Jesus Christ. And if you're watching this in bulk with the whole, when Stevonnie came out and to fight, race against the one jerk dude, and how I wanted to have the image of Stevonnie coming out using both the sword and the shield, because that's the thing that they both have the skills with, on Lion. And not only did they deliver on that glorious imagery right there, they made it so Stevonnie just got down on Jasper. And Jasper's lucky that Jasper's weapon pertains to her head, because Stevonnie was about to slice the crap out of her. Oh my god. Stevonnie. Best. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Alright. This is a good episode. Okay? This is a great episode in every way, shape, or form. Alright? I give this episode a solid 9.5 out of 10. Because why? Every episode can always be better in some way, shape, or form. Oh, jeez. Okay, but yeah, this leaves a lot of speculation and theory. So you guys can also do that if you wish. For the people who told me about the whole they believe that Jasper can be redeemed aspect from the comment section, you don't have to reiterate your point. I know your point. I know where you stand. You don't even have to say this has changed you anyway, because it shouldn't. It's your opinion. Your opinion shouldn't change from the outlook, because your opinion mostly is based upon how you truly believe. And it is not proven wrong until it's proven definitely wrong. Like many debates that I have been into when it comes to anime. Unless it's proven 100% factually wrong, your opinion still stands. So unless Jasper doesn't get cracked and shattered, it's perfectly fine. It's 100%, not 100%. It is completely plausible for her to be redeemed. Just, I'm part of the opposite side of the spectrum who truly believes she's going to be the villain that, you know, I personally like in a story. A person who does what they do because they have their reasons, and no amount of talking and friendship power is going to change that. And because it's a dime a dozen, not a dime a dozen, dime a few. I forgot the saying. But let's just say there's not many of them. It's like a male in My Little Pony universe. You don't see much of them, but they're there. Okay? Alright? So, that little mini rant aside, I can tell that every time Jasper shows up on screen, she does something unredeemable. Because here's the thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been making a lot of comments pertaining to her trying to get aspects of being redeemed. Is there like some tone in her voice, some shape in her diameter or something that makes her want to be like, I'm doing this for other reasons and not just to be a douche. I want her to be redeemed. I want to be proven wrong, guys. I'm also like one of those atheists who wants to be proven that there is something out there, but there's just so little things that makes me want to say no. So I'm not even that much of an atheist. I'm skeptical. Have you heard of Armored Skeptic? You should check him out. He's actually pretty cool. But I'm skeptic too. I'm skeptic about many things, and this is one of them. So unless I'm proven wrong, I'm not going to change my stance. At least, unless I willingly, randomly change my stance. But hey, That's just me. Do you want to be the universe? This rant is over. Well, it's the end of the video. I can hear the pitchforks and torches outside my house now. I might as well just go and greet them with gusto.